Okay, students, so now I am going to start that how the excavation begins in Mesopotamia, means how the history of Mesopotamia came to be known to all the people, and why the historians thought of excavating the some of the historical sites of Mesopotamia to know that this was the place where the earliest civilization has occurred. Archaeology, Archaeology in Mesopotamia began in 1840s at one or two sites including Urk and Mari, which we discuss below. Now, during 1840, at that time also, Mesopotamia was under the British rule, and so during their colonial rule they started doing the excavation work, that is during 1840, 200 years back. And they also started first at the two important historical sites of Mesopotamia, that is Urk and Mari, which we discussed below. Excavations continued for decades. No Indian site has ever been such long-term projects. Not only can we study the hundreds of Mesopotamian buildings, statues, ornaments, graves, tools, and seals as sources, there are thousands of written documents. So this when the archaeologists they started excavating the historical sites of Mesopotamia, then they first started with the excavation work at Urk and Mari, which was one of the most important historical site of Mesopotamia. And over there they found, when they started the excavation, they excavated numerous things, like first of all a well planned city was there, and then buildings, then they found many archaeological evidences in which ornaments, tools were there. And the most important thing was that they found in numerous tablets that were having the written material on that. And through that they came to know that this was not only the oldest civilization of the world, but it was the first civilization where the writing has been first of all developed. The art of writing has been developed in this Mesopotamia for the purpose of communication. They used the mud tablets for communicating for each other, in which they used to inscribe on it. So it took much longer period than any other historical site to be studied, because many things were found and the archaeologists were very much busy with deciphering the script, that was pictographic script, and it was found in numerous tablets, mud tablets. Mesopotamia was important to Europeans because references to it in the Old Testament. The first part of the Bible, for instance, the book of Genesis of the Old Testament, refers to Shimar, meaning Sumer, as a land of brick built cities. Travelers and scholars of Europe looked on the Mesopotamia as a land of means kind of ancestral land. And when archaeologist work began in the area, they were an attempt to prove the literal truth of the Old Testament. Now see that why these Britishers, or you can say these Europeans, they were very much interested in knowing about the history of Mesopotamia. Why they were so much interested? in doing excavation at the two important historical sites of Mesopotamia, that is Urk and Mari. The reason is that in their holy book, that is the Bible is having two parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. So the Old Testament is written before the Jesus Christ was born, and over there it is written in Old Testament that what happened in the earth before the birth of Christ. And there is also a mention of a very devastating flood that will come, and in which everything will be submerged under the water. So over there they have also mentioned a place which is named as Shimar. So Shimar has been taken as Sumer. So Mesopotamia was also a place of Sumer, because Sumerian used to live, and Sumer was their first language. So they referred Shimar as to Sumer, and so to find out what is truth in their book, they started excavating the historical sites of Mesopotamia to know that whatever is written in their Old Testament, that a very devastating flood will come and everything will be submerged, and then a messenger has come and he told that nobleman that he has to make a big boat, and in which he has to keep all the means one species of plants and animals, so that when the flood will be means finish, then again when the life will emerge on the earth, then all the species of plants and animals should be there. So to know whether whatever is written is truth and not myth, they started with excavating the historical sites of Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia was important to Europeans, so this I have already explained you. Meaning Sumer as a land of brick built cities. Travelers and scholars of Europe looked on Mesopotamia as a kind of ancestral. So they looked upon that Mesopotamia was their ancestral land. It means that it was the land of their primitive man who when he learned the art of agriculture, he first settled down on this place, and so it was an ancestral land. And when archaeological work began in this area, there was an attempt to prove the literal truth of the Old Testament. From the mid 19th century, there was no stopping the enthusiasm for exploring the ancient past of the Mesopotamia. In 1873, so when the excavation work started in 1840 and it finished in 1873, means still it was going on, ancient past of in 1873 a British newspaper funded an expedition of the British Museum to search for a tablet narrating the story of the flood mentioned in the Bible. So the British newspaper, they also funded the archaeology, means whatever the excavation was going on in the Mesopotamia, so that to know about the truth about the flood. By the 1960, it was understood that the stories of the Old Testament were not literally true, but many have been expressing memories about important changes in history. Gradually, archaeological technologies became far more sophisticated and refined. So, this is all about that. Now, come to the map of the Mesopotamia. So you can see this is your Central Asia, and this is Arabian Peninsula. Over here you can see, and then this is Arabian Sea, and over here is, you can see, Iran. Then Caspian Sea is over here, and over here this civilization occurred. This is the Mesopotamia, which is also known as present day Republic of Iraq. And this land is situated between two rivers, that is river Tigris is toward the east and river Euphrates is toward the west, and this land that is toward the south of the land is the most fertile land of the Iraq, because here the rivers, they deposit the fertile soil. So this area emerged as a very good agricultural land. Mesopotamia and its geography. Now we are going to okay, so this will continue later on.